Welcome back to my vlog. I am back in New York City. So if you have seen my A Week in Tech in San Francisco video, you might be wondering, why am I even in New York City? Isn't the tech scene in San Francisco the best? Well, this week I'm gonna show you around behind the scene for the tech scene in New York City. So you can form your own opinion about the pros and cons of living in either city if you're working in tech. So we also have a pretty packed schedule this week. We're gonna go to a hackathon with an accelerator, Antler. We're gonna go to an AI demo day, and we're gonna go to several events to celebrate Women's History Month, which is March this month. So also really exciting, crazy schedule. My overall impression is that I do love the New York City tech scene as well. There are also a lot of really inspirational people, so I'll take you along so you can form your own opinion comparing the San Francisco tech scene versus the New York City tech scene. So without further delay, let's get going. Of course, when I really need it, my camera has gone out of battery, but we'll see how we do on our phones. But I'm going to another AI event with AI Tinker, and today is demo day in collaboration with a payment integration startup, which is YC backed. So I'm gonna demo one of my projects that I built with PayPal being embedded, but I would love to see what other people are showing. So I'm gonna head over and hopefully charge my camera, and I'll show you what the event is all about. I'll see you soon.
March demo day. Excited to have you guys all here.
Go Apple. You're so amazing. Okay, so I maybe misread the description. I thought this is about payment integration. So my app will have a payment system for any agents who wants to provide this credit card information. So feel free to flood my website with your agents. And you can go to this website as well. But what I built is something that I had a problem with before. I don't know if any of you is renewing your passport or like getting any IDs, yeah, right? And then you're like, oh, I need to take another picture. But what if you don't want to? So this is what I built, which is called Cachetify. So what it does is that it does facial recognition. So it's able to recognize your face on a portrait and then kind of frame your face exactly where your face needs to be in an ID picture. And it just kind of crops it into this passport compliant format. So we can try this together. And of course, when you're actually uploading your pictures, you might not have a lot of background issues like this. Okay, so you frame my face. So compared to the previous picture, as you can see, like there are some white spaces that it has added because you knew that in order for it to be centered on the page, it needs to add a little bit of the padding. Ideally, your picture that you uploaded wouldn't have noises like the background here, but if you do have any noises, it's not great. I'll talk you through how I was able to do this, but this is basically a segmentation. It is not very granular, so we do see a little bit of noise over here. But if you have a picture that's a little bit better, okay. So if you remove background, then we're able to find her face much easier.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then the background this time is much cleaner because this is studio lighting and it's a uniform color, so you're able to get that face instantly centered and cropped out. Okay, so if you don't like how it's cropped out though, there is this toggle that you can use. So for example, if I prefer my head to be right here, shoulders right here, it's all automatic. And if you want really tiny precision, then you can even do all the numbers that we want. Okay, but okay, so this is the payment integration, which I thought was the theme for today. Anyway, so if you want to download the pictures, oh, also this is the original image down here. If you want to download any of the pictures, unfortunately you can't do right clicks to do that, besides for this kind of pre-screening. So this is already pretty good with the head a little bit tilted, but that's a different problem to fix for another day. But if you want to download any other formats that are a little bit more scaled, then you can all tip me to download your pictures. So you can have all the different 3 formats being downloaded after you use PayPal. So you can definitely tell your agents to go to my website and give me some money. Are we at time work?
You got a whole minute left.
Oh wow, look at that. Okay, I don't know if anybody is interested in the code behind this. But for the facial recognition, it's using MediaPipe, and for the background segmentation is also using MediaPipe. So basically, there's this web-based tool that allows you to detect your face and create a mask. And then the segmentation detects a person, and then you do the inverse of it. So it detects a person, and you remove anything that's not a person for the background removal. And of course, newer models will have better performance, but I really want to do like a quick web-based version of it.
Can you control the feathering? Is that a metric?
So that's because of the segmentation, unfortunately. Yeah. So with a different model, you'll be a little bit better. But for now, I'm kind of focusing on speed. But there are other models that you can use for that. So if you want to test out how it works, you can even just like go to this website and see how it's.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's sweet.
96% confidence, so they're not too sure that.
That's gonna look sick on social.
Send it over to me.
Yeah.
And then I can use,
Tack.
yeah, and then I can use my Headshopify to crop it again. You know, like, it's just kind of like Inception at this point. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then the integration for PayPal is actually really easy. I don't know if I can find it easily right now. It might be under detail. But yeah, really just.
PayPal open or?
Yeah, like PayPal was really just like an SVG like this, and you will be able to integrate it already. And then once you pay me, it's an automatic download, so you can have your pictures in all 3 different formats. So if you don't want to go to a photographer or CVS or support your local businesses, you can support me and go to Shopify. Besides that, I'm also creating all different sorts of photography tools. So all of them use machine learning, a lot of image recognition and all that. So if you're interested to test out anything else, you can search for Photo Rank AI or look at all the other things that I created here. Am I at time, or do I still have a minute?
So you're doing your QA?
Oh,
We
okay.
have 40 seconds.
Okay, any other questions?
So when you crop, you degrade the image? I mean, it's much more
No, so when you're cropping, it's not degrading the image, but maybe we can re-upload one. But these are not great just simply because the pictures are too small. So if I have a bigger picture.
In this flow, is there any upscaling?
Oh, for your pictures?
Yeah.
That would be a good idea, but for now, no. But that's one of the things that I'm trying to build here, like including blurring your pictures, because you know, like pictures are just pixels, so you can do a lot of things with it. Question in the back?
Yes. So did you use OpenClaw?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did this do it in one shot or?
Oh, so I actually use something called AI Studio. So I guess
Google AI Studio. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Shameless plug for my current company. So if you do that, like this is the first version of it, but I really wanted to use machine learning instead of any large language models because I'm dealing with images here. It doesn't really make sense to use a language model. But now they have more capabilities, the embeddings to contain images as well, so you can do that for sure. This is scaling too much.
And that's time. Cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Really important way of creating agent-first software. I think
Code it out of a news article. Yes, you read the news article, understood it, say, okay, I'm going to create a simulation of a downstream simulation of what the consequences of this is, and start analyzing and start fetching data from all these different sources to get me this report.
all links off the
apply it to something that exists now, like in enterprise.
I've worked on a lot of very ramps that used to be cool then. Like I was at Birchbox. Starbucks, you know what I mean? And here we are.
So we had a public launch of Nourish Labs where we're offering free cardiometabolic labs panels for anyone who sees a dietitian. We're also offering GLP-1 prescriptions soon. And so those are things that we're like, hey, it makes sense for us to invest in the R&D right now, even if it means increasing burn.
On like 2/3 of the investments you make. And so that is something where you have to also take bets on where things are going, or take bets on people, even without a lot of context.
The venue was a little bit crowded, even though it was happening at this really cute clothing store. Alex did a really good job hosting, and it was great. Okay, today I'm going to an investors event, so I'll take you with me, and let's hope that the camera stays charged. But I'm going to the Antler's office in New York City, so I'll take you along. Hoping this is the right place. Kayla!
Welcome to the Founder House. So we decided to put all the tables back this way. It's kind of like filter the space, but of course, people on the sofas, people grabbing coffee. We're also going to use this other conference room, but
amazing.
Build today, ideally demo, and then someone's going to get invested in.
Yes! Exciting!
I am Malcolm Wiley, partner here at Antler. Thank you so much for joining us today. Briefly on Antler, we are a $1.3 billion venture capital fund, and our
internet is kind of slow, but I'm trying to upload my demo, and we're gonna grab lunch in a little bit. So I'll see you later. Oh God!
Okay, thank you. In the meantime, we've selected 6 demos.
6?
It was really hard to select 5, so we added an additional one. So the folks that are demoing are Yami, Fluid Zero AI, Sly, Intelligraphs, 3-Axis, and Oracode. Can you guys come up here if I called you?
Hey guys, a bit nervous doing this, but I'm found that as a coach. So 3-Axis is an exogenous data platform. So I'm the founder of 3-Axis. 3-Axis is an exogenous data platform for financial services. What I mean by exogenous data platform is we take orbital data to figure out the alpha in the financial services. So I will just show you a couple of examples that I have on the screen right now. So this is a Tesla for you, and what I have right now is 9 proprietary data generators, which would give me an inflection point in a year. If I see it would list down which is the best access for a particular script. I can do it for a financial service like Tesla. I can do it on inflation data, inflation data. I can do it on shipping data.
Question your personally for your trading?
I've implemented this personally. I come from a background of physics and science. So I've done my electrical and electronics. So that's all the physics side of my major has been. And that's something which intrigued me into like cause and causality and effect of different sectors of financial services. Later on, I did my master's in finance, where I got into finance.
This is our code. Basically, it is a no-code-based navigation agent that basically helps developers or anyone trying to understand code, usually which takes 90 days to wrap up to understand large code bases. The MVP is a new RAG architecture, so it uses PDB vector. It doesn't use any of the bigger RAG models.
Basically, a notebook app similar to something like Obsidian, but it runs entirely in the browser. It's a single file web app, offline first, decentralized. But the difference is that it's powered by a knowledge graph built on web standards, specifically RDF and Sparkle. So I'm going to just walk you through a few things. We've got the ability to create link nodes and files, obviously the knowledge graphs, and then mini apps, and then hopefully private AI. So right.
Every guest or more. So I'm going to describe this demo from the perspective of the user.
For the restaurant itself, I'd imagine it's a better share model. If you kind of walk us through that.
So no rev share model. I want to go with a SaaS approach. It's like they're still happy to chat with you guys to know.
And we are from Fluidzio. So we are an AI native intelligence layer for AEC, architecture, engineering, and construction. So we build and deploy AI agents that actually review drawings, analyze suppliers, and deliver structured reports. So we are kind of here to automate entire workflows, right? Not a part of things we do.
That is pretty much it for my week in New York City, and I'll see you next time in the vlog.